Monday Night Raw is in Green Bay, Wisconsin tonight, and I'm here to give you my review for the show. So Kurt Angle comes out, fresh off the win last night at TLC, and he talks about his experience coming back, and then he goes in and he announces the full card for Survivor Series, which looks absolutely horrific. I fucking hate the card. I hate the show. I just don't like wrestling anymore. I'll be honest. I didn't watch the show. I'm sorry. I watched the opening segment and I hated the card. I just didn't want to watch anymore. And I watched what happened at the end, which I'll get to. That's going to be good. If I missed the rest of the middle of the show, I hate that card with a passion. It is fucking trash. You have Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal, which absolutely is a fucking dumpster fire, disaster, pathetic abortion of a match. Probably be a 6-minute match. Shock me if Jinder wins. It's going to be short. I do not want to see that. Then they actually are going to go with The Miz against Baron Corbin on pay-per-view. I mean, oh my God. Fuck you, Vince. Only Vince McMahon wants to watch that. Only him. How dare you? How dare you, motherfucker, putting that on a pay-per-view. Oh my God. You have Ambrose and Rollins against the Usos. I am bored with Ambrose and Rollins. I'm bored. I'm sorry. I don't care. Pretty good match, but then you have Alexa Bliss and Natalya. Okay, I mean, I don't think it's going to be Alexa Bliss and Natalya. I think it'll be Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I'm saying Charlotte beats Natalya in the next few weeks, and I think Charlotte will be the SmackDown Women's Champion. I think it's Charlotte, Alexa Bliss at Survivor Series. Those are W's favorites. They're the top two pushed women on each shows. I guess they love that. They're blonde girls, but it is what it is. They have that blonde chick. I think they love to have it, Trish Stratus. So those are their two favorites. That'll be the Survivor Series match. I think that's it. I don't think it'll be Natalya. And then he announces there's going to be 2 elimination matches, which I'm thinking, so fuck off. I'd rather just see the elimination matches. It would have made more sense for them to just have Alexa be the captain of one team and Talia the captain of the other team, instead of everyone else has to fight to be the captain. Who gives a fuck who the captain is? The fucking captain, the captain, the captain. Oh my God, it's so fucking stupid. Anyway, I would have just done it like that. I don't understand why they're doing singles matches. None of those matches are going to be good. I don't think Italian or Charlotte Alexa could be okay, but Miz and Corbin, fuck off. And Brock and Jinder, oh my God. I hate the card. I don't want to see any of the elimination matches. The women's elimination match is going to suck. And now the other elimination match, the last year's was like an hour long. It was like a 50-minute match. It's incredible. You look at last year's build-up to Survivor Series, I was really excited for the show. The show was okay. It was in Toronto, and it was Goldberg and Brock. The way they brought Goldberg back was so cool, and I loved the build-up. The build-up was awesome. And even when Goldberg squashed him, it was nuts. I loved the build-up. Here, the build-up is fucking garbage. You have Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal. You went from Brock and Goldberg with all the excitement. The ratings were up last year. The ratings all were sucking for the whole year, and then Goldberg comes back, and Brock and Goldberg, ratings went really up, and they did really well in the ratings. And then, a year later, it's Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal. What the fuck is going on? And anyway, he had those elimination matches, and there were like a few elimination matches, and they were all long matches, and it was well done. Now, this year is fucking horrible. I hate the card. I think this is one of the worst cards I've ever seen, and I think this could be like one of the worst Survivor Series. And Survivor Series has had some really bad shows. Anyway, going back into the show, Miz comes out, and they go back and forth, and Miz wants to face him. He wants to fight him again. Then they all crowd the ring. The Shield comes, and then it's a 6-man tag. AJ Styles is back, so it's Ambrose, Rollins, and Styles against Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus. AJ, Dean, and Seth win, and then Kane comes, and this is where I'm glad I missed this. I am so happy I missed this. You have fucking 50-year-old Kane, Glenn Jacobs, the mayor, beating up all the young talent. He destroys Ambrose, Rollins, and AJ Styles. Are you fucking kidding me? He talks about Strowman, and this is just fucking terrible. You're having Kane bury young talent. They actually, when I heard they had Kane beat Finn Balor, I am so happy I missed this show. You're having Kane beat Finn Balor. I mean, he just had Finn Balor. He was very cold for a while. Finn Balor was not going to have any momentum for a while. And I was concerned, oh shit, he's losing some of it. And then he goes in, has a great match with AJ, and I think that was the turning point. This is going to get Finn over big after that match with AJ. He gets a huge win over AJ. Next night on Raw, you job him out to Kane. Oh my god, what the fuck? You had Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon in the back. They hug, and they're talking, and I mean, I guess Kurt didn't know what Shane was about to do. Yeah, they go back and forth. I guess SmackDown beat Raw last year. I don't even remember the match. Oh yeah, it's when SmackDown team beat Raw. That little 2-hour match. Anyway, up next is Asuka and Emma. They're having the same match again. I don't understand why. This show is terrible. The booking is fucking horrible. It's another long match. It was the same match they had at TLC. Emma had a lot of offense, and Asuka wins. But they're making Asuka it took them 2 days for Vince McMahon to say, "Oh, see, he made her like everybody else. He made her like everybody else in 2 nights. Incredible." She should have killed Emma. And Emma says, "I want to fight you again." And she should have murdered Emma and raped her. And fucking God, are you kidding me? You're really going with, you're having her have long matches. I mean, they're going to kill her like they did Nakamura. I have already lost faith in what they're going to do to her. But who I haven't lost faith in is their little golden girl, Alexa Bliss. And I like Alexa. I mean, come on, the way they're pushing her is just, Christ. I mean, she's their new Trish Stratus. She comes out to the ring and she calls Mickey old, and it's boring. She's mocking the crowd for chants. I guess they're really pushing her hard. Mickey James comes out, Mickey beats her up, and then she says, "You deserve it." Alexa was mocking the crowd for "You deserve it" chants. You still got it chants. I guess this feud has to continue. Whatever. Yeah, Kurt Angle on the back, and Sasha Banks and Bayley show up, and they've killed Bayley so dead out of it. It's hard to even watch her anymore. They've hurt Sasha too. Sasha's pretty close to dead, but nowhere near as bad as Bayley. I mean, Bayley has buried Sasha's kind of on life support. That's how I kind of view it. For some reason, I guess they have to continue both these fucking women too. They have to continue Alexa Bliss and Mickey James. They have to continue a Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox. Why? They have Alicia Fox. She's just fucking brutal. Get her out of there. And if someone leave, just fuck. She's done nothing for like 10 years. It's been there 10 years. And it's a triple threat match. Winner gets to be the captain. Who gives a fuck who the goddamn motherfucking captain is? You have Elias backstage. He's in Green Bay. He's mocking Aaron Rodgers with his collarbone injury, and he's making fun of him. And of course, he gets a lot of heat in Green Bay. So, what else are you gonna do in Green Bay? What else is Green Bay known for besides the Packers? That's Elias and Jason Jordan. Jordan won by DQ, and Jason Jordan's fucking terrible. I wouldn't want to see this motherfucker. Brock Lesnar comes off Paul Heyman. I just don't care. Oh yeah. One thing I forgot to mention. I have to mention this. When Kurt Angle was introducing Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal, he called him Jinder Mahal. I laughed my ass off. Hopefully the crowd can start chanting Jinder Mahal. Yeah. I don't want to watch it. It's fucking. I'm not gonna even mention this time. I don't care. I'm not even watching. I don't want to watch that fucking match. They have Kalisto backstage, and they're all gonna beat up Enzo, whatever. Triple threat. The winner is the captain of Survivor Series, and Alicia Fox got the win. I guess I don't know who she pinned. I think she might have pinned Bayley or Sasha. She is fucking terrible. They're gonna keep this shit up, and I don't even know why they can't just release her. It's just, her and Tamina. It's like, get the fuck out. And she's nowhere near as bad as Tamina. I mean, it's unfair to admit, but they're in the same breath. But, oh my God, get off my TV screen. I've been here for so long and you've been fucking terrible. Yeah, the Cruiserweight match, and Kalisto's team won. Yeah, I mean, Enzo beat Kalisto last night. So this is this thing everyone's talking about. Kurt Kurt Angle comes out. He makes his way to the ring. He's talking about Survivor Series. He's going to choose his 5 best team, and then Shane McMahon shows up, and the SmackDown rosters surrounds the ring, and he tells them SmackDown is under siege. Kurt Angle leaves the ring, and then the blue team goes after them. They make their way to the back. They beat up Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. Then they beat up a random person, knock over a monitor. They beat up the makeup team, Goldust. They just beat the shit out of all the jobbers. They beat up Goldust, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Rhino. They beat up Jason Jordan, which was good. They beat up Matt Hardy. They beat up Rollins and Ambrose, but then it becomes 2-on-1, and then they continue beating up everybody. And then they beat the woman, go after them. All the women were there too. They beat up all the Raw women. The SmackDown women beat up the Raw women. Then, Angle has to go back to the ring, and Shane, I mean, SmackDown is the heel team, I guess. I mean, I don't even care. I hate when they do Raw and SmackDown matches, but Shane tells Kurt to bring his gold medal because the rest of the roster will be finished. And I mean, it'd be cool if they did Kurt and Shane. It reminds me of when I saw them going back out there. It really reminded me of King of the Ring 2001 when they had that awesome street fight. That was awesome. But this is what they're pushing: Raw versus SmackDown at Survivor Series. I don't care. I'm sorry. That card is fucking terrible. I mean, I watched the segment. It was really good. I wouldn't lie. That segment was very entertaining. A lot of people liked it, and I liked it. It was good, but I have no interest in watching Survivor Series at all with that fucking card, in particular that main event. So, not that high on the show.